Rishivanjas Raghavan, Youth Wing Leader from Bengaluru, Navnirman Party, and Cynthia Stephen joining us live as well. Welcome to all of you on this rather interesting debate. Rishivanjas, Rishi Raghavan live with us as well. Tell me, Rishi, you know, there is the great part of Bengaluru. Does it really deserve to be the #1 city from a livability standpoint?
Absolutely not, Bhupenji. Today, I speak not just as a current citizen, but also a representative of the future. And trust me, we should all be very worried. I am a proud Kannadiga. I am proud of our city, our culture, our people. But whatever we have, because of good governance, but what remains is despite terrible local governance. That's my focus. I can speak emotionally all day, but let me finish by giving you a few pointers. The BBMP elections have been deliberately postponed and not held in the city for almost 2 years now. Just imagine the quality of basic services and amenities. Did you know that Bengaluru today is being governed by the revised master plan of 2015? Yes, there was a plan for 2030, 2040. It never got passed. So today the city is being governed with a historic plan. Of course, you're not going to be the most livable, right? Did you know that the BBMP budget, which was 10,000 crores, was passed not with deliberation, not with discussion. It was released as a press release to the media, 10,000 crores on the last day of the financial calendar, because the MLAs who were trying to fight for the lion's share of funds were not able to agree before time. So they passed it midnight, almost midnight on 31st March. That is the state. Last few points. Did you know that today in Bengaluru, all the functions that make your cities livable, we are talking about infrastructure, right? Roads, public transport, waste, environment, few of those things are all divided into different parastatals. They're all broken up into different agencies. So the local governance is weak. If something's going wrong, you have nobody to hold on to. Last point. Did you know that 20,000 crores was spent on roads in Bengaluru in the last 5 years, yet there is not 1 kilometer of road where there is no potholes? The reason? Did you know that most infrastructure projects in Bengaluru is given to an agency called KRIDL? It's called Karnataka Rural Infrastructure Development Limited. They have one office somewhere in the city and they're a subcontracting firm. Thousands of crores of our taxpayer money going through agencies like this, and it's not having the effect it's supposed to have.
So Rishi, you know, it's interesting. I'm really intrigued by what you're saying, because
you're right about one thing. Citizen involvement has been relatively better in Bengaluru as compared to most cities. Today, we at BNP, a lot of us are fighting to make ward committees happen. Even outside of BNP, there are so many civic groups which I truly admire who are pushing the needle and applying pressure. But here's the thing. Once the people in power realize that these people know what they're talking about, they have suggestions, they have things that we can implement, they know that if we are trying to take things the right way, then we will be cutting into the share that they can make, which is why civic groups are deliberately being kept away. Today, ward committee meetings are supposed to happen every first and third Saturday. We go, we attend, we ask them about projects that are to be taken up, that can be done, yet they try to keep us away. This is the way things are happening.
okay. Rishi, final question to you, Rishi Raghavan. You know, the Prime Minister was there in Karnataka just a few days back, and he gave this open clarion call that there's a 48-week, time period which is being worked out. That all the traffic solutions, all the traffic chaos of Bengaluru should be solved. Do you think it's possible?
I think that's a hard one. Honestly, I think that many of these announcements are strongly correlated with upcoming assembly elections. But I do think that the challenge is harder, more than just individual elements saying that I will bring suburban rail, I will bring, say, some trains. It's about solving the bigger picture. Even what the other panelists were talking about, which is the housing crisis, the growth, how do we control that? It's about macro policy and planning that is lacking, which I highlighted in my very first point. Right. So until we fix that, I think the future is looking bleak.
All right.